Hey you! So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact steps that you need in order to dominate on the bass. I'm reverse engineering the entire process. You'll go from being a complete beginner to a solid and confident player, of course, with songs under your belt. So stop whatever you're doing and take some notes. In the last 3 videos, I talked about why a modern step-by-step approach to learning the bass is the best way to lead you to bass domination. And I showed you the very first thing you need to do when you pick up your bass. I also showed you an exercise to practice for the most valuable thing that you'll need as a bass player: good timing. So if you haven't watched the last 3 videos yet, pause this video, stop what you're doing, go back, watch the other videos because they're filled with a lot of good stuff that you can use right now to get started. Now let's jump into my foundation to domination blueprint. This is what all of my clients use to become a bass slayer fast. Step 1, tune up. Knowing your bass anatomy and the correct way to tune your bass is the first way to get started, because nobody wants to hear a bass player that's not in tune. If you watch the second video in this series, then you already know what it takes to get started, but there's so much more to that. Step 2, master of technique. You have to work on practicing the proper technique, because practice does not make perfect if you're practicing wrong. Wrong technique can cause injury, carpal tunnel, arthritis, other muscle spasms, and pain in the long term. Trust me on that. Please trust me on that. Step 3, timing. You absolutely, and I mean absolutely, have to work on timing by playing with a metronome. A metronome is a device or an app that helps keep perfect time every single time. Because the truth is, bass players are drummers that have melodic notes attached to them. So if you can't keep time, you'll have a really hard time. I showed you a really great exercise for this in video 3. So make sure you go back and watch video 3 and check out what I've got for you over there. Step 4, nailing the notes. You need to learn the notes on your bass so that you know exactly where you are. That way, playing with other musicians is so much easier. When I first got started, I didn't know the notes on my bass. I played by ear. So I would slide up to wherever I heard the other musicians playing, and I would play from there. But the problem happened when another musician would say, hey, we're playing in the key of A. I didn't know where to go. I had to listen. They had to start the song before I could actually figure out where I was supposed to be on the bass. So you don't want to have that problem. If you can learn the notes on your bass, you've mastered what so many pro bass players have still yet to master. So if you can learn that, you already start out with a huge advantage. Step 5, think like a drummer. What does that mean exactly? What does that mean exactly? You have to understand the relationship between the bass and the drums so that you can learn how to groove. What is a groove? A groove is what makes everybody get out on the dance floor. A groove is what makes the booty move. This is the secret sauce that actually gets bass players jobs. Knowing how to groove is what made ESPN contact me to make music for their sample library for all of their sports segments. So we'll talk about a groove a little bit later. You'll learn exactly what a groove is and how to build your own. Number 6, speed master. You'll need to build speed without sacrificing accuracy, because nobody wants a sloppy bass player. I was super sloppy when I started, super sloppy. So ding, 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 I know exactly how to correct that. Number 7, songs, and more songs. Anyway, so what's the whole purpose of learning how to play bass if you don't know how to play any songs? Let's learn a lot of songs. That's what we want to do as bass players, right? I mean, that is the whole point of all this, right? You need to know how to approach songs in new ways, not old ways, in new ways so that it doesn't take you forever to figure out how to play a song. No one has time to waste on old ways of doing things, especially not me, because I naturally have a short attention span. And if I had some of these tools that I'm going to show you when I first started, I would be a much better bass player. I would be blazing even harder than I am now. Blazing. All of this and so much more is covered in my bass domination course. I'll show you in detail how to play several hit songs, as well as how to read music the easy way. All taught by me and my sexy fingers. No, but seriously, this is the best information I've ever released, and I promise you it's gonna bless you in a tangible way. So make sure you watch this space for Bass Domination Launch Day. In my next video, I'll share something super inspiring, and I'll show you how to get started with my Foundation to Domination bass method. So stay tuned.